Hello, once again, my brothers and sisters. This is lesson number 2 on how to speak on Pidgin 101. Um, Let us proceed to count to 10. In regular English, well, you know how to count to 10. In Pidgin, the one biggest thing is the fact that you drop the H so that it's not pronounced. So that it's not pronounced. For example, one, two, three. This is in contrast to one, two, three. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. Um, Other words, that, that, that becomes that. The becomes the. Um, Anything you can think of that has an H, the H gets dropped, except for when the word begins with an H, like Hawaii, or how, or how's it, you know. What else? I trying for tink. I trying for tink right now. Right now. I trying for tink right now. I think the biggest thing with Pidgin is getting the accent down. If you can understand the accent, the way that words are said, then pretty much you understand the language, because there are words though that are different, like Bombay, cow cow, um, other random words. But if you can understand the accent, you can understand the way things are pronounced, and you still recognize the English word, then you can understand what's being said. So, for example, um, I try and follow that thing over there. I try and follow that thing over there. I try and follow that thing over there. Um, when you recognize the accent becomes I'm trying for do that thing over there. And when the sentence becomes recognizable as such, I'm trying to do that, I'm trying for do that thing over there, it becomes a lot easier to understand what's being said. I think you can understand I'm trying for do that thing over there as I'm trying to do that thing over there. So if you can recognize the the thing that's being said, usually if you hear something that doesn't sound right, um, like that, like that, like that, just think, um, just just try to notice the first consonant and the following vowels, and then if you think about it like that, like that, like that, like that, you can kind of see that like that is like that, like that, like that. So there are markers you can be aware of, and of course, I think if you spend any time in Hawaii and you spend time around people who speak Pidgin, then you will get accustomed to the way it sounds, and you will start to pick these things up. And once you're able to recognize the general pattern of the accent, you'll understand the words. And once you understand the words that are being said, you'll understand the grammar too. Um, because it's really just English. It just has sometimes a slightly different sentence structure and um, different pronunciation and a different cadence. You know, a different way to say things. Um, Pigeons stay having on different kind way for saying things. Um, yeah, and I don't even know the way that I am giving examples of pigeon in this video might not even be the way that I speak pigeon, because when I meet someone who speaks pigeon and then I begin to speak pigeon too, um, I don't notice what I'm doing. It's more just something that I fall into. So, and since this is the way that I stay speaking, this is the way that I speak most of the time, so that people who aren't only from Hawaii can understand me, or when I was traveling, people from other places who speak English as a second language can understand me. Um, it's the way I speak most of the time. So it might take me a little bit of time to get back into the rhythm of how to speak Pidgin, how to speak on Pidgin. And I think that everybody stays speaking on their own kind ways, different kind ways, you know, cause I want to spend a month in Barbados, spend 1 month in Barbados, and over there they have their own kind Pidgin, their own kind Creole English, and the way them brothers over there stay speaking, it was rubbing off on me, cause it's not the same thing as Pidgin, but at the same time, it has a lot of similar features that have developed in a different way. So I'm just saying that everyone has their own way of speaking Pidgin. I think it could be slightly different, like very, very, very slightly different. Just as everyone speaks in their own way, you know, you can recognize different people's voices a lot of the time. And I was saying that for me, um, speaking Pidgin, but then I went to Barbados. I was there for a month. The way they speak English is their own Pidgin Creole. It's different, but it shares many features with Hawaiian Creole, just in the fact that instead of saying the, they say D. And so over here, it's kind of the same thing, because instead of saying the, we say da. It's just developed in a different kind way, or in a different kind way. So there's that, and then there's the fact that I spent 4 years in Portland, which is not the most um, ethnically diverse place, but it definitely had black people, had African American people who spoke differently from the kind of American English I was used to. Um, and I definitely hung out with them a lot, and I picked up on that. And um, I find that whenever I really like someone, or I like people who seem to be part of the same kind of group, or they share a similar culture, they share the same culture, they share the same identity, I, or even if I just meet one individual, I find myself emulating them. Like I'm trying to, when I talk to them, it's almost like I fall into this almost automatic, it is an automatic thing of like being like them, because I want to be close to them. I want to make it be known. I want them to feel that I'm really interested in them, and I want to take more of what they have to share in to my consciousness. So might take me a while to get back on the bandwagon, so to speak. Just I don't know where that phrase comes from, but it's definitely not from Hawaii. But might take me a little bit of a while. It might take me some time for get back into speaking on Pidgin, all the correct Kine ways without that Kine. Little bit Kine, Beijing, and different Kine thing mixed in. Because in Barbados, they get their own way of speaking their way of English. They get this different Kine cadence. So, and I like them too. So, I picked up on that a little bit, small Kine, though I cannot speak on all proper like them. But at the same time, it mixed up into my mind. So now, when I'm not speaking English, but it's one broken Kine form of English, I be thinking about Barbados, thinking about all the people over there that I love. I know I'm butchering them, but yeah, for real. Cause now when I speak Pidgin, I might be trying a D in there, instead of a da, or I might be trying one weird kind of pitch raise or something like that, something like that. And then by the same token too, for a long time I think my Pidgin, I'm just gonna go for it now. Beijing and Ebonics and everything mixed in. I think my Pidgin has been affected by the way I was speaking in Portland a little bit, small Kine. So every time I speak one different Kine for my English, that's not really English, but it's like on other Kine way for speak where it has one different Kine accent, but it's not one proper white Kine, you know what I'm saying? Everything just kind of meshed together. So I get Ebonics and I get that Pidgin and I get that Beijing Kine English all mixed in together. So at the same time, it's none of them, but it's all of them all mixed in together. Cause I get love for all of them. Cause I like to integrate all of them into my consciousness. So that's the reason why I stay speaking like this. So, but it changes. It's always crazy. I'm always crazy. I'm insane. But it's fun. And yeah, I had this conundrum a few years ago. I was like, every time I came back to Hawaii and I'd fall into speaking Pidgin, I was like, people say, like, bah. It's like, bro, you say everything or you say everything, or maybe it's neither. I don't know. I think most people who speak in Pidgin, they're like, oh, you trying to forget everything, but then I couldn't think because I think a lot of African Americans they say everything, everything, like the children, they don't pronounce the D. So, or that D kind of sound like the T. So it's like everything, instead of everything or everything. But it's confusing too because they drop the H a lot of the time too, I think. So, then I might throw in some things that I know is like, wait, I didn't used to speak this way before I was living in the mainland. Them people, all of them, no, they say all of them, but all of they, oh shit, I don't know. There's so many kind of things. Just try to go for it right now, like, talking about that's some of that Beijing kind stuff right there. No, but I only get the accent small kind. But I like the way they raise up at the end. It's like coin. They say coin instead of kind. It's a coin. It's kind of like more. It sound more like I don't know. But not on Mahu, but sound cuter and stuff like that. Sound cute. The thing. I think sound cute for real though. For real though, Know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying, but maybe it was fun. So hope it was fun. I don't think you learned anything, but uh, oh well. Next time I'm gonna have some things for you. Maybe I'll have some other kind lesson in some weird ass language or um sorry, asses aren't weird. No matter what your ass looks like, you're beautiful. For real. So I might have some other things that will be interesting and perhaps rather varied. I don't quite know exactly what I'll have for you, but I do believe it may be something intellectually, spiritually, and emotionally stimulating. And I do hope you find it that way as well. I cannot say exactly which subject upon I will expound the next time our paths cross, but I think it will probably be either about gardening and being with plants and nature. It'll be about some kind of health thing, trying not to flip you off. Or it'll be, wow, that's some other thing that I might know something about that might be kind of helpful. Might be some random weird philosophical, philosophical, introspective kind of thing. Outer, intro, inner, whatever, perspective type of thing, some poetry type weirdness. Anyways, until then, be good boys and girls. Remember, don't look outside of yourself at what they be saying. All these distractions, this Ebola type madness, and this war and that kind of thing, and how the economy's doing and all that kind of stuff. Because, ultimately, all you got control over is yourself, how you treat those around you, how you treat yourself. You treat yourself well. You're gonna have more energy, be a happier person to treat other people around you, whether they're at the grocery store or at your home. Well, makes your dog happier, your grandma happier. So forget all those different kind distractions and just leave them, don't need them, and look to yourself for your salvation. No, I'm not saying never to look outside of yourself because we all need a higher power, you know. Um, but definitely look within yourself because God has planted the seed there and it is good. And if you water it and you nurture it, it will bear fruit. It will bear His fruit. I promise you that. If you water it and take care of it good, so you better feed it some good stuff. And it's easy, it's simple. Anyways, this probably 1 40-minute video by now, so no more. Shoots and ladders. I love you.